morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Pretty good.
Good.
I like your shirt. I have to pick mine up.
No, they came out so good. And I will say they're super soft too, which is really nice.
Oh, good. Maybe this weekend. I'll ride over there.
Make sure I feel like my computer's in the wrong place. There's something in here. That feels better. I think. Okay. Ree, do you have a strap or a belt or anything?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, my daughter was home from college and she cleared out our junk room and set up this yoga studio for me. So I have everything. It's lovely.
That is fantastic. It's so nice to have a yoga room.
Yeah.
I have a yoga room up on the third floor of my house, but it's really small. It's really like a yoga room for one. And so it's actually like not big enough to film in. So I had to take over like our family room, but I know it's funny. I'm like, I actually do have a yoga room, but it's like not long enough to get to have space to really film. So
Here's my cat.
Oh, I hear her.
She wants to go outside.
Good morning. All right, well, we'll wait just another minute. We'll see if anyone else joins in.
Okay.
And we'll get started.
Sounds good.
But we're going to start on our back with the strap. So if you want, you can head in that direction.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and mute because I'll start the music.
Okay. Hi, Jane. Welcome. Oh, here we go. Hi, Hope. I got my new shirt on. Hold on, I can't hear you, Hope. You have to unmute yourself.
Sorry.
Oh, there, now I can.
I actually got to sleep in late today, so I'm like on my first cup of coffee and kind of not with it. But yeah, it's so soft and comfortable.
I know, it's great. It's actually like super roomy. I always order like t-shirts like this big because I'm always afraid they're gonna run small, and I hate when they're too small. No, lots of room. So
I have some medium if you prefer something smaller, that's fine too.
no, I don't. I'm kind of okay with it.
Cool.
Get a second one in the other color.
Awesome.
Well, that's good that you slept in late. We're going to start on our back. So
Okay.
make sure you have a strap with you when you come onto your back. We're going to do some strap work. And I will go ahead and get everybody muted. Oh, you guys are already on it. Thank you. And if you would like to use the playlist, you can go ahead and start it now. And then we'll just begin to settle onto our back. So you can be in, you can extend your legs, you can start in constructive rest with the knees bent if that feels better. Just finding a place where you can feel the ground beneath you. And just take a moment as you settle in to feel that your head is heavy. Yeah, allowing any tension or stress to release in the neck and shoulders. Follow the line of your spine from the neck down to the tailbone. Feel the heaviness of the hips. Legs releasing all the way down to your feet. Bring your attention to the sensation that you're feeling in the back of the body as it connects to the floor. And just feel your body in space. You are here, getting grounded. Preparing for your yoga practice. Bring your attention to your breath. And just begin to notice where your breath moves in your body. So just connecting to the breath in a way that resonates with you. Just a few more breaths here in stillness. And then begin to bring a little bit of movement into the body. Allow your knees to begin to bend if they aren't bent already. And then draw your knees in toward your chest. Yeah, it might feel good to find a little bit of movement with the knees drawing in. A little bit of rocking, circling of the knees. And then go ahead and hug your right knee. Keep your right knee toward your chest and let your left leg either extend completely onto the ground, or you can keep the left leg bent if that feels better. Yeah, you can rotate your right foot, loosening the ankle if that feels good. And then from here, go ahead and reach over, grab your strap or your belt or whatever it is you're using, and loop it around the ball or the arch of your foot and extend the foot toward the ceiling. Yeah, so placing the strap maybe on the ball of your right foot so that as you pull on either side of the strap, it helps flex the foot. And arrange your hands in a way so that your shoulders can relax onto the ground. And start to just observe the sensation in the back of the right leg. It doesn't have to be the most intense sensation to be to work. Okay, it doesn't have to hurt to work. That's a good motto to remember in our practice. Okay, mild sensation can be really useful. So just notice how you begin your practice today. What does it feel like in your body? A few more breaths here. And one more breath in. One more breath out. Now take both sides of the strap into your right hand and start to open the right leg out to the right side of the room. Okay, if it's helpful, you can rest your left hand on your left hip as a reminder to keep the left hip on the ground. So it's not a rolling to the side, it's an opening of the hip. Okay, so you're going to have to fire up the right inner thigh, the right adductor muscle, to stay engaged in this posture here. Just a few breaths. Left hip is grounded, right inner thigh is working to externally rotate the right hip. One more breath in. One more breath out. Good. Use the right inner thigh to draw the right leg back through center. Take both sides of the strap in the left hand and just cross the center line with the right leg. So not coming into a full twist, but rather finding that stretch in the outside of the right hip. Yeah, so it's just a couple inches to the left of center. Yeah, keep flexing the right foot, pushing the right heel on that diagonal. And then think about drawing the right hip toward the ground as you push the right heel away from the ground. Yeah, tapping into a little bit of maybe discomfort here in the outer hip. Just a few more breaths. Find that place that feels like just enough. Two more breaths here. And draw the leg back through center. Hug the right knee in toward your chest. Release the strap. And then when you feel ready, send the right knee over to the left and find your spinal twist. Yeah, so if stacking both knees feels better, that's a great option. We're just looking for a spinal twist. So if there's another variation that resonates more with you, feel free to do that. So taking our time, waking up the body slowly, mindfully. Good. One more breath here. Bring the knees back through center. Bend both legs, feet to the ground. And just come into constructive rest for a moment. And coming back to center. Good. From here, we'll draw the left knee in. You can extend the right leg or keep it bent. And perhaps rotate the left foot, loosening the ankle. And reach over, grab your strap, loop it around the ball of the left foot and head into that extension. Sole of the left foot reaching toward the ceiling. One side of the strap in either hand. And just starting to light up the sensation in the back of the left leg. And right leg is resting on the ground. Find a position here where the shoulders can soften. A couple more breaths here. Now take both sides of the strap into the left hand and start to open the left leg externally. Yeah. And right hip stays grounded. Left inner thigh lights up. Good. Left heel presses away from the midline of the body. Good. Breathing here. And feeling a really nice external rotation, but also some really nice strength happening here. Feel how lighting up the left inner thigh also connects to your lower belly. Now really pay attention to that connection as you draw the left leg back towards your midline. Yeah. Switch the strap to your right hand, just cross the midline by a couple of inches. So left leg is on a diagonal toward the right side of your room. And now you're connecting to the outer hip. And you're pushing your left heel. Yeah. And you're pulling the left hip towards the ground. Couple of breaths here. Finding a sweet spot. Really nice. One more breath in. One more breath out. Draw the left leg back through center. Hug the left knee to your chest. Release the strap. Put it to the side. Good. When you're ready, you'll take a spinal twist. Left knee to the right side of the room, or just stack your knees and find a spinal twist of your choice. Three more breaths here. One more breath in. One more breath out. And draw the knees back through center. Pull the knees in toward the chest and gently start to rock forward and back on your spine. Until you can rock yourself all the way up to seated. And then we'll just come to a comfortable seated position. Cross the right ankle in front of your left. And from here, inhale, sweep the arms up to the ceiling. Interlace your fingers, press the palms to the ceiling. So just rooting down through your sitting bones and pressing the palms toward the ceiling. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Nice side body stretch. One more big breath in, getting long in the spine. And as you exhale, drop the right hand down and stretch up and over to the side. So side body stretch. Left arm is lengthening, reaching. Keep the left side of your seat on the ground and really find that side body release. The side bend. One more big breath in. One more big breath out. Good. Inhale, come back up to center. And now bring the hands forward and just walk the hands forward. So just a gentle forward fold in that easy seat. And if it feels good, you can rock a little bit side to side with your upper body. Just waking up the outside of the right hip. Lengthening the spine, waking up the outer hip. Just two more breaths here. And walk the hands back in through center. And sitting up nice and tall. Bend the knees, toes touch the ground here. And then lift the shins parallel to the ground. Both toes. You can either continue to hang on to your thighs or you can reach your arms forward. 3 breaths. Just building a little bit of heat. Inner thighs draw toward one another. Lower belly fires up. One more big breath in. Exhale, cross the right ankle under the left and come back to seated pose. So now the left ankle should be in front of the right. Inhale, arms come up. Interlace the fingers, press the palms to the ceiling. And sitting up nice and tall, spine is long. One more big breath in, maybe press the arms back a little bit. And then left arm comes down, side bend, over to the left. So really finding length on the right side of the body here. Two more breaths. One more breath in. One more breath out. Lift back up through center. Walk the hands forward. Lengthen the spine. Maybe find a little bit of rocking if that feels good. One more big breath in. One more big breath out. Good. Hands come back. Spine lifts. Knees come together. Boat pose number 2. Arms reach forward. Couple of breaths here. And you can consider straightening the legs if that feels good. Lift the chest, get long in the spine. One more big breath in. Exhale, cross the ankles, roll forward, downward facing dog. And as you come into your first down dog, move it around in any way that feels good here. Yeah, it can be a shifting of the hips, bending of the knees. Pedal the feet. Take 3 more breaths here, exploring your first downward facing dog. Moving in any way that feels good. And slowly start to walk your feet toward your hands. And on your next breath in, find a halfway lift. Beautiful. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift one more time. Exhale, fold forward. This time as you inhale, rise up to standing, arms extend upward. Exhale, fold forward. All the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up to standing, arms extend upward. Exhale, fold forward one more time. Just a couple of half sun salutes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, rise up to standing. This time, exhale, hands to your heart. Good. Take a couple of breaths here, feet pressing into the ground. Crown of the head stretching towards the ceiling. Feeling your body in a straight line. Good. Nice and tall. Inhale, arms extend upward. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, right foot steps back, right shin to the ground. Inhale, thumbs hook together, arms come up. So if you're not sure what I'm talking about, my thumbs are hooked together, my fingers are spread apart, and then I'm reaching my arms up. So it's like this. Yeah. Okay, so with the thumbs hooked together and the arms pulling apart, we're just kind of firing up the triceps, the upper arms, opening up across the chest. And now with the attention on our upper body, Make sure that you're firing up the legs as well. So make this a really strong and active low lunge. Finding that connection to your inner thighs and your lower belly. Just one more breath in. Exhale, lower your hands to the ground. Keep your right hand down. Bring your left hand on your left thigh. And start to rotate your chest towards your left thigh. Yeah, so just a gentle twist here. Keep the legs strong so that you're not leaning to the right. You're not rotating your hips. You're just starting to rotate your spine. Good, really nice. Just one more big breath in. Exhale, left hand comes down to the ground, step back, downward facing dog. Good, really nice. Inhale, glide forward into plank pose. And as you exhale, lower all the way down to the ground. Good. Inhale, cobra or locust or sphinx, whatever feels good here for you. And as you exhale, let's meet back in child's pose or puppy. So just folding back. So just slowly building our practice, getting into the flow, taking our time, easing our way into it. One more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale to hands and knees. And take a couple of breaths here to just find some movement in the spine. So if your body is craving some cat and cows, go ahead and do that. Whoops, sorry. Yeah, mute. Sorry about that. Somebody dared to walk past my street, my house. My dog had to let me know. When you're ready, we'll meet in downward facing dog. And look forward between your hands, move your feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up to standing, nice long spine. Exhale, hands to your heart. Good, beautiful. Inhale, arms extend upward. Exhale, fold forward. Good, inhale, left foot steps to the back of the mat, left shin comes down. When you're ready, hook your thumbs, reach your arms up. If you can hook the other thumb in front, try that. It's gonna feel weird. It's the one that feels weird. Yeah. Good, now really get that sensation of pulling the arms apart. Yeah, so it's active. And then as you're pulling the arms apart, think about that energy of drawing the legs together. So you're zipping up the inner thighs. You're drawing the lower belly in, and then you're lifting and firing up the upper body. Super powerful, super stable here. One more big breath in. Exhale, hands come down. Right hand to the right thigh. Gently rotate the spine to the right side of your room. Good, now see if you can resist letting your hips roll over to the left. Yeah. So you're still firing up the inner thighs. One more breath in. Exhale, both hands to the top of the mat. Find your downward facing dog. Good. Either stay in down dog or make your way through a variation of chaturanga. So I know that all of you know the drill here. So you follow what feels good in your body. Start to make the practice your own. we all meet in downward facing dog. Good. From downward facing dog, lift your right leg up into the air. Step your right foot between your hands. Come into crescent lunge. So this time left knee is going to stay lifted. Arms come up. Okay, so our right leg is in front. Open your arms like a T. And now bring your right arm under your left arm. Wrap up for eagle arms. Okay, now lift your elbows to shoulder height. So just mixing up our lunge series a little bit with some arm variations. So right leg is bent nice and deep. Left heel is high. Opening up the space between the shoulder blades. One more breath in. One more breath out. Good. Go ahead, release your arms, reach them up. Palms together, slide the hands in front of your heart. Inhale here, exhale, spinal twist. Left elbow to the outside of the right thigh. If prayer twist doesn't feel good in your body, simply take your left hand down to the ground and open your right arm up to the ceiling. Okay, that's totally acceptable here. Good. One more cycle of breath, rotating the spine, legs are strong. And then as you exhale, both hands to the top of the mat, step back, downward facing dog. Option to find a flow or stay here and be still. In the next breath or two, we'll come back to downward facing dog. Left leg lifts up. Left foot steps between the hands. Good. Crescent lunge, other side. So first setting up the legs. And then when the legs feel steady, when that right heel is lifted and that left leg is bent, then open your arms like a T. And this time the left arm's going to come under the right arm for eagle arms. Good. Nice, strong eagle arms. Yeah, spine is vertical. Left leg is bent nice and deep. Connect to the right inner thigh and think about lifting the right inner thigh toward the ceiling. Good. Just one more breath. Really nice. One more breath in. Good. Release the arms, sweep them up, palms together. Slide them in front of your heart and then decide if you're going to take prayer twist or an open arm twist and settle in there. The spine, yeah, lengthens forward. Legs are strong. And then we rotate from the center of the spine. Really nice. One more breath in, broaden the chest. Exhale, both hands to the top of the mat, step back, downward facing dog. Option to move through a flow or simply hang out in your down dog. One more breath in. One more breath out. Right leg lifts up. This time, bend the knee, open up the hip, find space in the side body. Okay, so as you allow your right hip to open up, press a little bit more into your right hand. Good. And then step the right foot between your hands. Let's set up for warrior two. So left heel comes down, left toes turn out to the side. So opening up the hip. Yeah, you're facing the side of your mat with your chest and your hips. Right leg is bent nice and deep. You got it. Good. As the right leg bends nice and deep, press the outside of the left foot into the ground. Steady your gaze over your right fingertips. Breathing in, breathing out. One more breath in. One more breath out. Straighten the right leg. Reach the right arm forward and then down for triangle pose. So yeah, hand on the block is a nice option, or your hand on your leg. And lengthen the side body. Length in the neck as well. So if it bothers your neck to look up, just look down. You can look down at your right ankle. That's fine. Find length in the spine. Good. Nice. One more big breath in. And then as you exhale, re-bend the right leg, coming right into extended side angle. So the legs are just like warrior two. You can hop your right forearm onto your right thigh. And you can reach your left arm up and over the side body. Good, really nice. Let's just take one more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, lift your upper body back up to vertical, straighten both legs. Feet become parallel. Let's take a straddle here. When you're ready, go ahead and fold your upper body between the legs. So let the legs be wide. Let the feet be parallel or slightly pigeon-toed. Good. Find the width that feels just right for you. Breathe here. Let's take 5 breaths here. Feeling your feet connect to the ground. Finding length in the whole back of the body. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. One more breath in. One more breath out. And from here, keep the legs straight. Walk the hands toward your left foot. Shift your weight into your left leg. Lift your right leg up into the air. And you can stay here just lifting the right leg, or you can start to rotate your right hip open, finding half moon or a variation of it. So just one balance here. Half moon, a variation of it, or maybe just a standing split. Wherever you're at, take one more slow breath in. One more slow breath out. And make your way to a standing forward fold. You should be facing the back of your mat now. Take your feet a little bit wider, soften your knees. Grab onto your big toes with your peace fingers and your thumbs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your elbows. And stay here a couple of breaths. One more breath in. One more breath out. Release your toes, bring your hands to the ground. Walk your feet back to downward facing dog. Option to move yourself through a chaturanga or just hold your down dog or take a child's pose. And we'll all meet back in downward facing dog. This time, left leg lifts up. Bend the left knee, open up the left hip. Press your left hand a little bit more into the ground here, finding that side body length. And then step your left foot between your hands. We're heading into warrior two. Right heel comes down, open up, facing the side of the mat. So warrior two, left leg in the front. And settle in here, soften the shoulders. Steady your gaze over your left fingertips. And we're opening up the left hip. And feel the front of the right thigh press into the back of the right thigh. One more breath in. One more breath out. Good. Straighten the left leg. And start to make your way into triangle pose. So reaching the left arm forward and down. The chest is broad, arms extending in opposite directions. Good. Nice. Draw the left hip back and maybe draw the right hip forward just a little bit. Find more length in the side body. Press the outside of the right foot down. One more big breath in with the legs straight. And as you exhale, bend the left leg, transitioning to extended side angle. So you can keep your left hand down or you can hop your left forearm up to your left thigh to find a little more space in the upper body. A couple of breaths here. You've got this. One more breath in. One more breath out. Lift yourself all the way back up to vertical, straighten both legs. Parallel the feet. Return back to your straddle. Hands to the ground. So maybe this time you want to add a little bit of movement, bending one knee and then the other, gliding side to side. And whatever it is that you want to do here, go ahead and let your intuition guide you. We've got about 5 breaths to explore your straddle. One more breath in. One more breath out. Walk your hands toward your right foot. Pivot your right foot to face the front of your mat. Shift your weight into your right leg. Lift your left leg up. Either stay here and balance or rotate your left hip open, finding half moon or a variation of it. So some sort of balance here. Just landing wherever it is that feels appropriate to you for the next 3 breaths. Really nice. One more big breath in. Exhale, standing forward fold, top of the mat. Feet a little bit wider than hip width. Soften the knees. Maybe this time, maybe you want to slide your palms under your feet for gorilla pose. Or really any variation here of your standing forward fold. Two more breaths. Release your hands from your feet. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. An option to move through another chaturanga or simply stay in your down dog. From downward facing dog, lift your right leg up into the air. Bend your right knee. And then slide your right knee forward for half pigeon. And setting yourself up for your half pigeon. Left leg goes straight back. Make sure you have any props you need so that your hips can be level. And then when you're ready, feel free to fold your upper body forward. Take your time. Set yourself up in a way that feels supported. Set yourself up in a way that feels like it's going to serve you. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. Let's take 5 more breaths here. Start to press yourself back up onto your hands. And start to bring yourself back to downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths to do whatever it is you need to do here to come back to neutral. You want to shake your leg out. Move through a chaturanga. When you're ready, left leg lifts up. Bend the left knee and slide it between the hands, setting up for half pigeon, other side. And take your time. Use any props that you need so that your hips feel level. So that you feel supported. So that you can turn inward. Allow yourself to land in this posture and breathe deep. sit with the sensation of stretching your hips, opening up really what can sometimes be kind of an uncomfortable place. Use your breath to stay with it. Use your breath to move through it. Five more breaths. Stay with it. One more breath. And then make your way to one last downward facing dog, just to come back to neutral. That's it. Whenever you're ready, we're going to meet on our backs, however you want to get there. Knees bent, feet on the ground. We're going to come into one active bridge pose just to stretch out the front of the body. Feet down, arms alongside your body. Press your feet into the ground, root down through your heels and lift your hips. Feel the space across the front of the hips open. Yeah, you can either bend your arms and press your triceps into the ground, or you can interlace your hands under your back and press your arms into the ground, your choice. Good. Pressing into the heels, using the strength of your thighs to lift the weight of your pelvis. Gently press the back of your head down. Lift your chest toward your chin. One more big breath in. Really big stretch across the front of the body. And then slowly lower the spine down. Bring the soles of your feet together, knees open for recline bound angle. If constructive rest feels better for you, feel free to take that. And then settle here. Feel your heart rate start to come down. Feel your breath start to soften. Feel the inner thighs release. The knees open up to the sides. Allowing gravity to assist. Weight of the head supported by the ground. Bring your hands to the outsides of your knees and gently draw your knees back together. If it feels good, you can circle the knees a little bit or draw them in toward your chest. Just massage out the lower back. From here, we're going to head into our final spinal twist. So spinal twist of your choice. Pick a side to start with and set yourself up. Supine spinal twist. We are in a spinal twist. Go ahead and switch sides. Bring your knees back to center. And start to head into your final relaxation posture. Whatever that is. It can be any sort of restorative posture. It can be traditional corpse. And as always, it can be seated meditation. We'll be here just about 2 minutes. Whatever posture you've chosen, allow yourself to get still. Allow your body, allow your essence to get quiet so that you are available, so that you are able to hear what comes up. The next couple of breaths, begin to bring just a little bit of movement back into your body. Take your time and start to make your way back to seated. And complete our practice together. Sitting up nice and tall. Hands come together at the heart. Together we fold forward, sealing in your yoga practice. Namaste, ladies. Have a great day. Enjoy the cooler weather, thank goodness. Yesterday was brutal. Especially if you don't have air conditioning.
I took Emily's class last night in my living room here, and I have like a thermometer, and it was like 94 degrees, and I was like, I'm doing hot yoga, oh no.
You really were. You really were.
It's like sweating buckets.
I will tell you who really struggled was my dog. I was like really worried about him. He was really struggling with the heat because he's just like so big and furry. I actually took him outside and hosed him down a couple times to like his body. He was like all day. I was like stressed. I was like, you can have a heart attack, my dog.
Oh, poor Bob.
It's hard. It's hard for everybody.
Yeah, well, thankfully it's over for right now.
Yeah.
That storm rolled in. I was just like, yes!
I know. It was the best. My kids were like, close the windows. I was like, no. I'm like, not unless it's raining in the house. I'm like, we have to get the heat out. I'm like, windows stay open. It actually was totally awesome.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Annie. I needed to do one thing at a time this morning, so I really appreciated that.
Oh, good. Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Have a great day. Enjoy this beautiful day.
Well, I'll see you later. Bye, Jane. It was
Okay.
nice to see you. Bye, Renee.
Thank you.
Yeah, good to see you, Jane.
Bye.
Bye.